Hi, you guys. Hi. This is what it looks like when you stay too long at Coachella. I'm only 28 years old. I got a summons for jury duty. But I believe in truth, justice, and the American way, or I want to. So I showed up at the courthouse and they asked me all these questions. And then the judge said to me, "Will you be impartial?" And I said to him, "For you, anything." Then I found out it was going to be a trial of these two young prostitutes, adorable in matching outfits. And if they were guilty, they were going to go to jail. So this was not going to be a good trial for me, because even though I'm a very law-abiding citizen, except for some minor shoplifting incidents, I don't think prostitution should be illegal. I hardly think shoplifting should be illegal. And I really don't think that prostitutes should have to go to jail. And have you noticed that they always send the girl prostitutes to jail, but they don't never send their guys to jail? And I think that's very unfair and very unjust and not the American way. And I had forgotten to take my meds that day. So everybody was gonna know about it. And I spoke out of turn. And I said, "Excuse me, Your Honor, I'm sorry, excuse me, but if these girls are guilty, are they going to go to jail? Why would you send these little girls to jail?" And then I ignored all the evidence while I Googled their outfits. And I learned that day that my meds only work when I take them. Because it was just that one day, you guys, and I was completely myself again. I annoyed the judge, I annoyed the jury, I annoyed the DA, and I think I annoyed the prostitutes too. Because I heard him tell their lawyer they would take a plea deal if he would just shut me up. I got out of my chair, I went to the center of the courtroom, and I said, "Your Honor, I object. May I approach the bench?" And he said, "Absolutely not." And I approached the bench. And I looked over at the defendant's table at those poor little prostitutes who were killing it on the fashion side. And I looked at them, and they looked like children. They looked like my children when I used to dress them like prostitutes. And the judge said to me, "You are not being impartial." And I said, "Not taking a side and remaining silent only always helps the oppressor." And he said, "Who's the oppressor?" And I said, "You are, Your Honor." And I got kicked off of jury duty. And I was declared a misbehaving juror. But I wasn't misbehaving, you guys. I was standing up for justice. It was an honor to serve and defend those girls. And I'm not allowed to do jury duty anymore. I'm on a list. So now I'm standing outside. It's a beautiful day. And I'm thinking, those girls fooled around with some guy for $50. And now they were going to have to go to jail. And I went home and I told my husband what happened. And he got mad at me. He said, "You weren't impartial?" So that night I made him give me $50. In America, it is against the law for a woman to have sex unless it's on the house. It has to be free every time with every guy all across the land. Who do you think made that law? I think it was some guy who didn't have $50.